Welcome. If you're seeing this, you are meant to hear this. Is today's timeless pick a card. Take a deep breath and exhale. Pile 1, we have the Andean cross. Pile 2, the serpent. And pile 3, the coyote. Take another deep breath and exhale. Timestamps will be in the description box. Pause the video now if you need more time to choose your pile. See you there. Welcome, pile 1. If you chose the Andean cross, this is your reading. If you're seeing this, you are meant to hear this. Okay, so what are you meant to hear now that you've seen this pick a card? The number 2 could be relevant to you. This Andean cross, it represents the 4 cardinal directions. So it could be that you need a sense of direction because you may feel a little bit lost right now. Could be something to do with travel as well. It could also be travel through the various realms and dimensions. So interdimensional travel, possibly. Maybe this is something that you're doing. Could have something to do also with the higher state of awareness here. So sense of direction when it comes to awareness. What I feel with this pile here is that you guys are breaking free from linear time. From the idea that time is linear. There's something that you're waking up to that is showing you that time is not what we think it is or what we thought it was. What do you need to hear now that you've seen this video? Okay, we have the 8th house. So something about deep exploring, soul searching. I just heard soul searching. We have Neptune and Leo. So you could have Leo in your chart, Pisces or Scorpio, or possibly Leo in the 8th house, or Neptune in the 8th house, or Neptune in Leo also possibly, but it doesn't have to be, okay? There's something about a deep dive, exploring the depths. Definitely your spiritual path is coming through here, so time is non-linear. Again, you are diving into a new dimension. It's like you're shifting into a new dimension. You're going from the 3rd dimension into the 5th dimension. And it could be that currently you are in the 4th dimension. You're going through this transition right now. But there are still a few things that you need to understand that you don't quite understand, very possibly. And maybe that is even why you are watching tarot readings. Yeah, the sound of the universe. You're definitely tapping into universal energy, connecting to the universe and all that is. And you're really tuning into all that is, and that does take traversing dimensions. And so what I feel here is that you're meant to, or you are understanding a lot more about harnessing the energy of the universe and using that energy for whatever it is you want to manifest. You're understanding the limitlessness of what the universe has to offer. And so what I'm seeing for you is that you have either recently had some kind of life-changing experience, or you're going to, that is going to set you in a new direction, and it's going to give you a sense of direction. Right now, you are getting these glimpses into the great mystery. It's like right now, it's this pivotal moment in your life where everything changes. You're tapping into universal consciousness. and you're transcending this mundane reality. Or you're meant to, and you're coming into this time where this is happening for you. There's going to be some experience or some experiences that you're going to have that are going to show you that your existence is not what you thought it was. Life is not what you thought it was. The world is not how you thought it was. It's that kind of energy that I'm seeing here. We have the mask. So something's going to become very apparent to you about how you haven't been living authentically and how you haven't been true to your soul. And you, of course, to no fault of your own, and I feel that this is because there was a part of you that was connected to your soul that was unawakened. And so, we grow up learning these things from other people, our teachers, our parents, our family, our friends, the systems that surround us, everything that's in place teaches us that there's one way of being, one way of acting, one way of doing things. And so we very, very unconsciously, we end up wearing these masks and playing these roles in life that don't necessarily resonate with our soul. And so it's like there's a part of you that's becoming aware of that, or if you have become aware of this for a long, if you've been aware of this, there's going to be more awareness about how you've been doing that. How exactly, like more clues. The number 61 and the number 7 could be relevant to you. So there's going to be taking off of a mask and also realizing that what was hidden behind the mask, there's a lot of stuff there that has been in the shadow. There have been things that even you have been hiding from others that you consider to be your shadow, and you've been hiding that with a very colorful mask. And so you're feeling the urge to really reveal yourself as you are fully. A destroyer, yeah. And I just saw shadow attributes. It's almost like you're destroying any notions that were connected to your shadow. Like if you saw your shadow as a bad thing or something you needed to hide, you're not going to feel that you need to hide your shadow anymore. You're realizing that everyone has the right to have a shadow of themselves. Parts of themselves that they don't like to reveal or they don't like about themselves. And there are parts of that, because they're hidden, it ends up destroying us inside. And so the fact that you're releasing that, the heaviness, or you're releasing that for the world to see, you're also releasing what could potentially be destroying you for a very, very long time. And so there could be this tower moment or this chaotic metaphorical explosion where you reveal this part of yourself unexpectedly to others, and maybe it's something you've just been bottling up for so long, and it finally comes out because you can't hold it in any longer. You can't hold it in any longer. And so because what's happening deep down is that you're going through a deep transformation, a deep awareness and awakening and ascension process where you can't hold on to this side of yourself any longer, this mask, because you want to live life differently. You're preparing for a whole new life. And so these toxic patterns need to be released right now. And so you are releasing a lot of toxic patterns, maybe some addictions, some codependencies, some unhealthy thinking patterns or behavior patterns that you've been holding on to. It could even be the behavior of hiding behind a mask, because it's been destroying your dreams. It's been destroying your ability to attract an abundance, and you're done with that. You're done with that. You have dreams, you want to follow your dreams, and you're done with hiding that. Okay, sorry, there's a lot of stops because I am not feeling my best today, but hopefully well enough to push this reading forward. Okay, we have the King of Swords. You could have Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius in your chart. Okay, Ten of Swords. All right. The Knight of Swords. Wow, so many swords. Have you been thinking a lot? Doing a lot of thinking? Talking? The Nine of Wands. And the Six of Wands. Okay. So I do see you've been doing a lot of thinking. I think you've realized that thinking has only gotten you so far, and you're also realizing that spending all this time in your head, it's like you're done with this. You know that the fact that you may tend to overthink has been keeping you stuck in this constant battle. What I'm seeing here, to be quite honest with you, is a cycle of doing things the same way, expecting different results. It's like doing things in a way that is logical, but you're still not getting the results that you're aiming for. You want success, and this has not been translating into success necessarily. It's been translating into headaches and betrayals and endings and worries and anxiety. And it's like whatever you were taught or whatever you grew up to believe and how things are done, you get constant proof that that is not the case, that things are not working like that. And things are not working out in your favor as they should if you do A, B plus C. And so you're waking up to the fact that you need to take a different approach to life, and it has less to do with a logical approach and more to do with your intuition. So that's what I'm seeing here. And we have the mirrors. So it's like the universe is mirroring a few things back to you. So if you keep facing destruction or chaos in your life, let's say you build up a business or you invest your money or you have a business partnership, whatever that is, or you invest in someone. But then, and from the logical standpoint, viewpoint, or as per society, it should work out that way, but it doesn't, and it keeps getting destroyed. The business doesn't move forward and you lose all your money, or that person you invested in wasn't quite bringing you what you thought it would. And so the universe keeps mirroring things back to you, trying to talk to you through your intuition by destroying faulty foundations in your life, because you are refusing to let go of logic and you're refusing to follow your intuition. And so right now you're being called to use your intuition above logic. It doesn't mean you can't use logic at some point, but intuition needs to prevail. And it's almost like you're being called to remember all those times where you felt, I shouldn't do this, or this doesn't feel good, or whatever, and you still did it and you regretted it because you didn't follow your intuition. You're being called to remember those times, because every time that happened, you put yourself in a situation where you had to face yet another battle, another chaotic situation that was unnecessary. And so the universe is giving you this information now so that you can correct course and stop doing things the same way, expecting different results. That was your reading, pile number 1. Thank you for watching. Bless you and see you sometime soon. Bye. Till next time. Welcome, pile number 2. You guys chose this card, the Serpent. The number 46 could be relevant to you, as well as the number 10. and the number 1. So there could be something here about a new beginning. I am also seeing possibly something about your health, and also possibly something about someone who could be who has ulterior motives in your life, or someone who is just hiding something from you. But with the serpent here, mainly what I'm seeing is a renewal for you. Healing and renewal. Some of you are having or have had or will have a Kundalini awakening. Something about shedding an old skin in the past for a new life. I'm seeing healing and renewal. Okay. What do you need to know about healing, renewal, shedding an old skin, and starting a new life? Healing. So we have 11. So 11th house, or the number 11, could be significant. Mercury, communication, Gemini, and Virgo. Where is that? There. And we have Virgo, confirming what I just said about Virgo. Anyway, you could have Mercury in Virgo, or the 11th house, or Virgo and Mercury in the 11th house, but doesn't have to be. The message coming through for you today could have something to do with communication or short distance travel, possibly relatives, neighbors, or siblings. Social events, big or small, okay? Socializing, a following, leadership, big goals and dreams. Okay, so where was I? I'm sorry I'm having to constantly interrupt because I'm not feeling too well today, but anyway. So something about your goals, long-term goals, hopes and dreams, healing again. I'm seeing crowds and masses. I'm seeing leadership qualities. I'm seeing you doing something with a group of people. And I'm also seeing something about friendships. For some of you, there's going to be a new friend coming into your life, and this person could be a Virgo. You could have Aquarius, Virgo, or Gemini in your chart. But there's something new in terms of projects, friendships, startups, things with big groups of people, or maybe you are starting something, or you've recently started something that you're attracting a following toward, or fans, or something like that. Especially if you're working in the communication or health related. Or you could be teaching about health, or in the health industry, or communicating about health somehow on some kind of platform. Or you could be sharing your own transformation, very possibly. We have Mount Shasta, and the number 37 could be relevant, as well as the number 10. Again, we have the number 10 and the number 1, so we have 1010, angel number 1010. And 11 twice, so we have 1111. Definitely new beginnings. You're being activated here. You are being activated. There's communication coming from the higher realms, actually. There's communication coming from the higher realms. I am seeing you stepping into your light body. You connected to constellations. I'm seeing something about stars and starseed and origins. So if you haven't, go ahead and check out my starseed pick a cards here on the channel. I feel there are messages there for you. Mount Shasta could be relevant to you, but there's something about your origins, your soul's origins, that you are diving deeper into or learning about. And there's something about your soul tribe, your soul family, people who have the same origins. And it's like you're coming together with your soul tribe, or your soul tribe is finding you as a leader. If you're being drawn to some place, some mountaintop or something, it's because that's where you can connect to your star family, is what I'm seeing as well. But I do see you could be also experiencing some unexplained mystical phenomena. You're going to start seeing strange things happen around you. And meanwhile, I also see you opening up and getting communication. these intuitive messages and downloads even could be dreams and visions coming from somewhere else, right? And these dreams and visions have something to do with healing or long-term goals or dreams that you want to pursue, like making a dream come true. And this could involve a lot of people. It could also be benefiting a lot of people, possibly. We have the storm. So right now, things may be feeling a little bit chaotic. And it's like there's this rift that you feel that is between you and other people. So I feel you're going to leave some people behind. I don't think you're going to do this on purpose. I just feel that... So what do we have here as well? We have the number 47 could be relevant. The number 47, which is again 11. So 11s are very strong here. I'm seeing 11, 11, and 10, 10, and another 11. 11, 11, 11. But there's a rift here. There's a rift. And it's like there's parts of your life that you're leaving behind because you are moving up a dimension, and there's going to be a lot of people that you don't see again in your reality. Like it's like, let's say you live in the same town as these people. You should see them, but you end up not seeing these people because they stayed in some other dimension, is what I'm seeing. And while things may seem chaotic while you're transitioning, this is what I'm seeing here. I'm seeing a rift between an old life and a new life is what I'm seeing here. We have the Hermit. You may tend to want to spend time alone. You may want to be away from people. You're coming into a time, and that's because right now you are being pulled to focus on your inner life, your soul, your higher self, connected to the higher realms right now, because you're meant to create something big that's going to be influencing and affecting a lot of people. And because of that, you need this time. It's like something is in a cocoon phase. Something is metamorphosing, crystallizing, chrysanthia. I just heard chrysanthia. Is that how you say it? It's like there's a larva or a worm turning into a butterfly, and this process of creation is you at the center of this thing that is bigger than you. But it's like right now I'm seeing the road less traveled. I'm seeing lone wolf becomes leader kind of thing. But it's like you need this time alone right now. You can't be surrounded by people because that would be distracting you from your purpose somehow. Judgment. You could have Scorpio in your chart, but what I see here is that you're making a judgment call on your life, on people, and it's like you're doing an assessment of your life here. You're assessing everything and making big decisions. Is what I'm seeing here. I'm also seeing you getting a second chance at something. 3 of Pentacles. You're asking yourself what needs to stay, what needs to go, what do you need to do in order to build a solid, stable foundation, and who is truly a part of the solid, stable foundation. 7 of Pentacles. You're willing to be patient with this process. You have been patient. You planted some really good seeds, or maybe this is something you're about to start doing, and you're being asked to be patient. Ace of Swords. You're going to see some kind of truth here. And Justice. Bringing balance to your life. You could have Libra in your chart. So, pile number 2. What I'm seeing here is that the more time you spend alone right now, the more access you will have to the truth. And I see you having some kind of epiphany about where to invest your time to be able to bring in stability or make money. You're also going to see the truth about a contract. You're also going to have an epiphany about what brings balance to your life. And so right now I see a time where not much could be happening on the surface, like in the 3D, not a lot of movement back and forth, not a lot of, not much really, but I do see you turning inward for answers and If things feel stagnant and like not much is happening, just know that a lot is happening underneath the surface, right? A lot that needs to happen energetically so then it can happen physically is what I'm seeing here. You could be dealing with a lot of sadness at this time, but even this sadness is trying to show you something and point you in a certain direction. Even if it is to evaluate all the things that do make you sad about the situation you're in currently, how you got here and how you can change that. We have sacrifice, those that are worth making and those that will destroy you. It's almost like you're being called to, the rift here that I'm seeing is you're gaining insight and an epiphany almost, and we have another 11 there. So it's like you're being activated and understanding where you've sacrificed and where it was worth it and where you destroyed yourself in that process. To what degree was it worth sacrificing yourself for certain things or certain things in your life? You're seeing exactly what is worth it and what is not, where you're wasting your time sacrificing, and there's no real reward. Okay. So if things feel very like not much is happening, Pile 2, just know that you need this time to ask yourself important questions, reach conclusions, and have these light bulb moments that seem like a waste of time to hold yourself back now, but they're going to serve you well in the future. All right, Pile 2, that was your reading. It was a pleasure to read for you guys today. Bless you all and see you sometime soon. Bye. Till next time. Welcome, Pile 1. You chose the coyote, and the number 12 could be relevant to you, as well as the number 3. The number 3 could be connected to Gemini energy here. You could have that in your chart. I'm also seeing Mercury communication. I'm seeing possibly short distance travel, socializing, thinking, communicating, possibly some neighbors, relatives, or siblings here. But let's see what this is about here. The coyote has this trickster energy, so maybe you're being awakened to some tricky situation, some detour to your growth here, or maybe you're coming out of a situation where you were tricked, where you were detoured from your plan or from your growth somehow. You're being set free from something that doesn't serve you here so that you can make progress and evolve. And maybe you were deceiving yourself or some situation was deceptive, and you're now seeing the truth that this situation, whatever this is, does not serve you, because there was an eye-opener. Something awakened you to the fact that this is no longer serving your highest good, right? Or the highest good of those around you. So, because there are very clear signs about what that is. You could have Libra in your chart, or so Libra, and we have Neptune here. Neptune and Libra, okay. And the number 1 or first house energy, okay. So, new beginning here. Also, Aries and Pisces possibly could be in your chart. The number 12 could be significant, the number 1. But again, I'm seeing some level of self-deception. With the first house being there in Neptune, I'm seeing something about self-deception here. Could be very real. There's definitely something about self-deception, but let's see what this could be. The violet flame, it could be that you've been meditating, or you're thinking about meditating, or quite frankly, if that hasn't been the case, it could be that there is a need for you to meditate, okay? The number 52 and the number 7 could be relevant to you. 52 and the number 7 could be relevant to you. The violet flame is a very well-known meditation, so it could be that you've used that specific one. You're definitely being called to recenter your psychic practices, your connection to your soul, okay? There's a need for you to protect your energy, to create some energetic boundaries, to be more assertive, and even be very more, be clearer with others where your boundaries are and what they are, okay? Because it could be that people are very confused as to where your boundaries are, because you may communicate one thing, but then the next minute you're already allowing something else. And so this could be connected to some kind of trauma that you have. And so you're really being called to right now create these boundaries, focus on healing and removing trauma from your energy field so that you can maintain a high vibration, okay? And focusing on your strengths and good things to look forward to, the things to be grateful for. And it's time to raise your frequency by not allowing your trauma to trump the moment. That could be a really good moment as well. All right, so we have the Maiden. The number 8 could be relevant to you. I'm seeing something about youth here. You're either rejuvenating or you are very young. If you aren't very young, maybe you look younger than your age, or you're about to go through a process of rejuvenation. The number 8 here, there's something here about long-lasting prosperity and stable prosperity coming in. There is something about, you may need to go do a checkup, okay? Anything that are your female reproductive organs or connected to your reproductive system, okay? If you are a female, feminine female, okay? There may need to be a checkup here. Now again, I've told everyone numerous times here on the channel, I do not see tragedies and I don't predict tragedies. So if I'm saying something about a checkup, it's so that you can prevent something from happening. It's not something that you can no longer do anything about, okay? So please don't be alarmed or don't worry. This is just a reminder. Here, I know pile 3, you guys are getting like these really jumbled, all over the place messages, but I feel you need all these messages for some reason. You know, sometimes in a reading I feel there's this one thread that we go through, and then other readings seem like it's like a bunch of information coming through that one thing is unrelated to the other. Here. We have Martyr, and it says, learning the transcendent nature of service to oneself or a cause. Look, I do feel you guys do overextend, and you do give of yourselves, maybe a little bit even too much, is what I'm seeing here, to the point where it could eventually end up affecting your health. So really make sure you keep an eye on your health and yourself. You are important, okay? If you want to keep giving to others, helping others, serving others, being there for others, you really need to take care of your health. And a lot of people tend to forget that. But it seems like you do need to look after yourself, okay? And pile number 2 may have a message there for you. Otherwise, you may end up sacrificing more of yourself than is fair, right? Okay, we have the 10 of Cups. So something about emotional fulfillment, family life, something that makes you happy maybe. 4 of Swords, okay. Temperance, you could have Sagittarius in your chart. Ace of Cups, all right, and 5 of Cups. Oh my gosh. So you guys may have recently gone through some kind of loss or sadness here. There could have been a time where you felt emotionally fulfilled, but then that ended. And so you're waiting for that to happen again, and you don't see it happening. It's like you want a new beginning here. You want a new beginning, but it hasn't been playing out. It's been taking longer than you would like. And you know, I'm getting a very clear message that has everything to do with the fact that you're not taking care of yourself and you're taking care of others. Say what you mean. Again, be assertive. You're not speaking up. You're not telling the universe what you want. And you're being kept in this constant cycle of not getting what you want because you're afraid to say what you want. You're afraid to establish these boundaries with people. And you keep sacrificing yourself for what other people want, and you keep putting yourself aside. And so if you're feeling sad, They're telling you the reason why you're sad is because you're not fulfilling your needs at all, at all. And it's time for you to really ask yourself why and start taking care of yourself. Take care of your body. Take care of your needs. Take care of your mind, okay? Because you don't seem to be doing that. Someone's grandmother is coming through. Now, I don't know if this person, if you have lost this person and this person is coming through from the spirit world, okay? The number 34 and the number 7 could be relevant. Someone who held you as a baby, I'm seeing grandmother energy is coming through. And this grandmother is who is bringing you this message today. Love yourself. Focus on yourself. Things are taking longer because you're refusing to do that. And you're overextending yourself to people who are not really appreciating your effort. And they're just taking from you. You're not giving to yourself. They're not giving to you. And something here needs to change about how you've been doing things, and it has a lot to do with the fact that you're not taking care of yourself. And because you can't see this for yourself, your grandmother is coming through to tell you, to remind you, okay? So very clear message for you here, pile number 3. I'm not feeling too well today, so I feel here's where the message ends. So I hope this was helpful. It was a pleasure to read for you guys today. Bless you, and see you sometime soon. Bye. Till next time.